So today's video is another video in the Hachette Disney Crochet Granny Square Blanket series, and today we are moving on to issue 67, which is the Winnie the Pooh Honeybee Square. We're using 4 different colours for this square, which is the sea green, the sunflower, the black, and the white is mainly just for the border, but we're also using it for the bee's wings. Now, we've made the bees before. I'm not going to be filming them for this video, so I will link in the description just down below with the square that we did the bees for, so you can go back and watch the previous video for how to do the bees if you think you need to see a tutorial for them again. It looks like we're just using the sea green for the main square and then the white for the border, and then the other colours are just to make the bee. So we should have a very few ends to sew in, which is great news. So before we start getting into it, just remember, as always, down below in the description box you have got a link for the Facebook group to follow along with all my videos. If you need any help, just ask in that group. Then also remember to leave a like on the video if you're following along, for me to gauge how many people are still using them. If you want to leave a comment, have a chat. If you want any help, just comment down below and I'll be there to help you as soon as I can. And remember, if you want a notification for when the next video is posted, to hit subscribe, then click the bell. Clicking the bell will ensure that you get a notification every time a video is posted. So I guess let's get our sea green onto our hooks and just get straight into it. So to start off with, you want to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we're slip stitching into the first chain. Once you've done that, you'll have your foundation ring, and then we can chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. You now want to do 2 trebles into the ring, so remember you can hold both sides and pull them apart to find your centre. Yarn over for your treble, into the centre, pull up a loop, you've got 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then 1 more, so yarn over, into your ring, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. We're then going to be chaining 2 and doing 3 trebles into the ring, and it tells you under round 1 exactly how many times you do that, but I'll do one with you. So chain 2 and then 3 trebles into the ring. So yarn over, there's 1, 2 and 3. So repeat your 2 chains followed by your 3 trebles as many times as it says under round 1, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. So I've come to the end of the round. You just want to chain 1, and then we're finishing off with a double crochet in the 3rd chain. So we've got our 3 chains at the beginning, go into the 3rd, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both, and you finish round 1. So for round 2 we're chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then doing a treble into the corner space that your chains are coming out of. So yarn over and into that space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're doing a treble in each of the next 3 trebles along. So yarn over into your first, pull up a loop, there's 1, and yarn over into your next stitch, there's 2, yarn over into your next, there's my 3rd. Into the corners we are doing 2 trebles, 2 chains and 2 trebles. So there's 1 treble, 2 chains and 2 more trebles. 1 and 2. So remember, it's 3 trebles along, 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles in the corners. I'll meet you at the end of the round. When you get to the corner, we are doing 2 trebles into the corner space, 1 and 2, and then chain 1 and a double crochet into the third chain to join. So pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both, and you've finished round 2. For round 3 we're chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then doing a treble into the corner space. So yarn over into the corner, pull through 2, pull through 2. You then want to do a treble in each of the next 3 stitches. So yarn over into your first, 1, 2 and 3. After your 3 trebles, we are chaining 1. We're going to miss the next stitch and then do trebles into the next 3. So yarn over, miss the next and go in the one after. And there's 1, 2 and 3. And your corners are 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles. 1, 2, 2 chains, and 1, 2 with the trebles. So it's 3 trebles, chain 1 and miss a stitch, 3 trebles, 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles in the corners. I'll meet you at the end of the round. So once you get to the corner, it's 2 trebles into the corner space. 1 and 2, and then just as before, it's 1 chain and 1 double crochet into the third chain from the start of the round. So pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both, and then we can move on to round 4. For round 4 we're chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. We're doing 1 treble into the corner space, so yarn over into your corner, pull through 2, pull through 2. We then want to do a treble in each of the next 3 trebles, so yarn over into your first, pull up a loop. There's 1 into your next, 2 and 3. So after those 3 trebles we're chaining 1, and now we need to miss the next stitch and do a treble 3 times. So we've already chained 1, yarn over, we're missing the next stitch and going into the one after with a treble. So we've done it once. Chain 1, we're missing the next stitch and going into the one after with a treble. And then chain 1, missing the next stitch and going into the one after with a treble. And after you've done that set of a 1 chain, miss a stitch, 1 treble 3 times, you want to do a treble in the next 2 stitches. So we should have 2 stitches left, and you want to do 1 treble and then 1 more into the next. And we're at the corner. Into the corner we're doing 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles. So 1 treble, 2 chains and 2 trebles. 1 and 2. I'll do that with you again. So we're doing 3 trebles, 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1, miss a stitch, do a treble. Chain 1, miss a stitch, do a treble. Chain 1, miss a stitch, do a treble. And then 2 more trebles. 1 and 2. And your corners are 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles. So I've done 1, there's 2, 2 chains, and 1, 2 trebles. So remember, it's 3 trebles and then chain 1, miss a stitch, 1 treble 3 times, 2 more trebles, your corners are 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles, keep going for the next 2 sides and I'll meet you at the end of the round. So for the end of round 4, we're doing 2 trebles into the corner space, 1 and 2, you then want to chain 1, and it's a double crochet again into the 3rd chain. So go in through, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. For round 5 we're chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then doing a treble into that corner space. You want to do then a treble into the next 3 stitches. So yarn over into your first. There's 1, 2 and 3. We then want to chain 1 and miss a stitch and do a treble 5 times. So chain 1, miss a stitch, do a treble. There's 1. Chain 1, miss a stitch and do a treble. That's 2. Chain 1, miss a stitch and do a treble. That's 3. Chain 1, miss a stitch and do a treble. That's 4. Chain 1, miss a stitch and do a treble. That's 5. Oh. And then we are doing 2 more trebles before we reach the corner. 1 and 2. Your corners are just like the other rounds, they're 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles. 1, 2, 2 chains and 2 trebles. 1 and 2. So continue along for round 5, it's 3 trebles and then chain 1, miss a stitch, 1 treble 5 times, then a treble in the next 2 trebles. Your corners are 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles. I'll meet you at the end of the round. So for round 5 into the corners we are doing 2 trebles, 1 and 2. We're then chaining 1 and again doing a double crochet into the 3rd chain. And you finish round 5. So for round 6 we're chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we're doing a treble into the corner space. We are then doing 3 trebles. So into your first, there's 1, 2 and 3. We're then doing the 1 chain, miss the next stitch and doing a treble 7 times this time. So I've chained 1, miss a stitch into the next. There's my first, chain 1, miss a stitch into the next. There's 2. Chain 1, miss a stitch into the next. That's 3. Chain 1, miss a stitch into the next. That's 4. Chain 1, miss a stitch into the next. That's 5. Chain 1, miss a stitch into the next. That's 6. Chain 1, miss a stitch into the next. That's 7. 2 trebles, 1 and 2, and then into the corners as always it's 2 trebles, 2 chains and 2 trebles. 1 treble, 2 treble, 2 chains, 1 treble and 2. So 3 trebles, chain 1, miss a stitch, do a treble 7 times, 2 more trebles, and then your corners are 2 trebles, 2 chains, 2 trebles. I'll meet you at the end of the round and show you where to go from there. So this is our last corner in the green, and we need to do 2 trebles into the corner space. 1 and 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to finish off with a slip stitch into our 3rd chain this time. So go in through, pull up a loop, pull it through the loop that's on your hook. You can now fasten off your sea green and join your white to any of your corner spaces so we can do the border. So my white's joined for my border, and you want to chain 2. I'm sticking with the pattern that's in the magazine this time, or the stitch that's in the magazine, because my squares are average size. I don't need it any bigger or any smaller, so I'll go with what they've already done. We just want to half treble along, so we're yarning over and going into a stitch. You've got 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. I've done 2, into the next, there's 3, into the next, there's 4, into the next, there's 5. I'm not going to go all the way along with you because I've shown you far too much of this pattern already, but if you look under the border round, under issue 67, it will tell you exactly how many half trebles you need, and I'll meet you at the corner. When you get to the corner, you want to do 1 half treble, 2 chains, 1 half treble. So yarn over into your corner, yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 2, and then 1 more half treble into the corner space. So remember, you need to half treble all the way along. Under the border round, it will tell you exactly how many you need. Your corners are 1 half treble, 2 chains, 1 half treble, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. So when you reach your final corner for your border, it's 1 half treble into the corner space. We're then chaining 2, and you then need to do a slip stitch into the 2nd chain. Pull that one through, and you can now fasten off your white because we have finished our square when it comes to the main crochet part. So I'll just pull that one through. So now we need to do our bee. So I will link down below in the description the exact timestamp for where you need to go to the next video, and I'll link the next video as well. It should be up here, or it will be in the description as well. And if you go ahead and complete your bee, I will come back and show you what mine looks like when it's done. And there you have it. There is the square from issue 67. I have made my bee. For some reason he's facing downwards, and this is how it was in the final picture. I'm not overly keen on that. I wish I'd done him facing upwards or just flat, but that's the way they wanted him, so that's what we've done. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry that I couldn't do the bee as well. I'm just aware there's getting longer and longer time in between these videos, and that's because I'm kind of struggling with my health again at the moment, but I'm trying to get these videos to you as quick as I can. So please just do bear with me if there is, you know, kind of longer than 5 days in between videos. I am trying to get them to you as soon as I can. Remember to leave a like on the video if you are following along with your subscription, and to hit subscribe and click the notification bell if you want a notification for when the next video is posted. And I guess I shall see you in the next video when we start sewing our squares together. See you then.